Greetings. Today I'm going to talk about how I got the Rosinante, my 2021 Sprinter van, registered as a motorhome in the state of California. So the first thing I did is I went to the DMV's website and I downloaded this form. And once I had that form, I filled it out and then I scheduled an appointment with the DMV. Now, all this got started when they sent me my registration renewal, and I was like, okay, this is the time to do that. Now, the reason I wanted to get it registered as an RV or motorhome were for two reasons. One, so that I could insure it as a motorhome, and therefore the insurance would match the value of the vehicle. At this point in the build, I've purchased the vehicle for around $50K, and I'm about $40K into the build and material costs. So it's about $40K underinsured because none of those things I added are under its insurance. So anyway, schedule the appointment with the DMV, and then I go there with a couple pieces of important paper. California title here. So you go there, you pay the money. In theory, they look at your van. They said they were going to do this to me 2 times, but they didn't look at it at all. I think they saw that, like, oh, I'm increasing the value by $40K. It's probably good to go. And if we look, we can see that there's like a sink, which is what they look for, upper cabinets, permanent bed. They're looking for those permanent structures. So those are there. And after that, they're like, okay, your cost is going to increase. So my registration cost went from $700 to around $900. So anyway, I paid the $892 and bring a check, because if you use any other thing, they're going to charge you an extra fee on that. So, or cash. So I gave them all the cash in my wallet, put the rest on my card, paid that little extra fee of whatever it was. It was like, it probably cost me $20 and in a stupid like processing fee. And then they asked me to surrender my plates. So I had tools to pull off my old plates and tools to put on the new plates. And that's when I realized my plates needed to be put on a little bit better. And I have a whole different video about that you can see in my van build playlist. And that was it. About a couple weeks later, in the mail, and on the title itself, it says, it doesn't say commercial vehicle anymore. It says automobile. So where it used to say commercial, it says automobile. And that's it. That's what happened. Hope that helps folks get their vehicles registered as RVs. That wasn't the end of everything. I have one more component of this story to talk about. So I leave the DMV, I have my new plates. About a week later, my title comes in the mail. It's up to date as automobile is what it says, but I'm registered as a motorhome. So no longer a commercial vehicle in the state of California. And I'm like, cool, I'll call Geico and I'll just change my policy that I just paid. I have a few vehicles on it. It was like $1,600 for a Prius, a Tacoma. Both of those are pretty old. And the Rosinante, the van, and that they're paid up for 6 months. So in my mind, I was like, I will call Geico, tell them what's up, and they will increase my insurance on the Sprinter to reflect the value of the building materials I put into it, and it will no longer be underinsured. When I did that, they were like, hell no, you built this yourself, we're cutting you off. So it's like, okay, that's a bit of a bummer. Gonna have to let Geico go. It's been cool, but I'll find another insurer. So, we'll shop around. Call Progressive, same thing. If you don't have your van built professionally, they're not touching you. They're not writing you a policy. Progressive was more helpful than Geico, though. They said, hey, call all the local agents. They can carry more risk. See what you can see. And that's my homework. That's what I'm going to do. But I'd leave this question for the audience. If you've done this before, say you're watching this and you've already built your own van or built your own motorhome and you've gotten it insured in California, let me know how you did that. I'd be curious. You could help me. In any case, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you around.